Under the golden sun of the savannah, when the lion roared and the giraffes grazed, the fastest and the wisest animals went on a race. But what happens when the fastest is too greedy, and the slowest is too clever? Stay tuned to see how the tortoise outwits the proud leopard. In the golden plains of the savannah, the animals gathered around a large baobab tree, their eyes filled with excitement and curiosity. The king of the jungle, the lion, had decided to host a race to determine who was the fastest animal in all the land. The challenge was open to all, and a crowd had assembled to witness the spectacle. Among the animals, the fastest and most proud was the leopard. His sleek, spotted coat gleamed under the sun, and he strutted around the gathered animals, smirking with confidence.
"No one can outrun me," the leopard boasted. "I am the fastest creature on these plains."
Sitting near the edge of the crowd, the tortoise, an old and wise creature, listened to the leopard's boast. Without speaking a word, the tortoise slowly raised his head and, in a calm voice, said,
"I challenge you to a race, young leopard. Let us see who truly deserves the title of fastest."
The leopard laughed heartily, "Ha ha ha." A low, rumbling chuckle with a growling edge. "Ha ha ha." His deep chuckles echoing across the savannah.
"You, old tortoise. You will never win. But if you insist, I will humor you. This will be the easiest race of my life."
The lion, acting as the judge, stepped forward with a commanding roar. "The race will begin at the baobab tree and end at the great river. The first to cross the river wins. Ready, set, go." At the signal, the leopard dashed forward, his legs stretching gracefully, his speed unmatched. The tortoise, in contrast, began moving at his usual slow and steady pace, each step deliberate. The crowd gasped as the leopard sped into the distance. After only a few moments, the leopard had already left the tortoise far behind. He looked over his shoulder and saw the tortoise barely moving. With a grin, he slowed down, feeling certain that the race was already won. The tortoise, undeterred, continued his steady pace. His eyes were focused on the path ahead. He was not concerned with how fast the leopard was moving. He knew that the race was not about speed, but about perseverance. The leopard, growing tired from his early sprint, decided to rest under the shade of a large baobab tree. He lay down, stretched out, and closed his eyes, thinking that he had plenty of time to catch up later.
"I'll just take a nap," he thought. "The tortoise is too slow to catch up."
The tortoise, still moving at his steady pace, approached the baobab tree where the leopard slept. Without a sound, he passed the leopard and continued on his way, one step at a time. Several hours later, the leopard awoke with a loud yawn. His eyes snapped open in alarm as he realized that the tortoise had passed him. He leapt to his feet, looking around frantically. "No! I must catch up," he shouted, his pride stung. As the race neared its end, the great river shimmered in the distance, its waters reflecting the last rays of the setting sun. The tortoise could see it clearly, his goal within reach. The animals gathered along the riverbank cheered, waiting to see who would arrive first. The leopard reached the river just as the sun dipped below the horizon. He was panting heavily, his muscles aching, but the tortoise was nowhere to be seen. "I'm too late," the leopard thought, his chest heaving with exhaustion. Just as the leopard stood at the river's edge, the tortoise crossed the finish line with quiet determination. The animals around the riverbank erupted into cheers. The tortoise had won the race. The leopard, standing at the riverbank, felt a deep sense of shame wash over him. His pride had led to his downfall. The tortoise, slow but steady, had outsmarted him and won the race. There was no escaping the lesson he had just learned. The animals cheered for the tortoise, lifting him up in celebration. They admired not only his victory but also the lesson he had taught them all. The lion, who had been silently watching, stepped forward with a deep bow. "The tortoise is the true winner. We must all learn from his wisdom. The tortoise, with a slow smile, turned to the leopard. It is not speed alone that wins, my friend, he said. It is the patience and perseverance to keep moving, no matter how slow you may go. Arrogance may win at first, but wisdom and humility win in the end. The leopard walked slowly to the tortoise and bowed his head in respect. I see now that speed alone is not enough, he said quietly. Thank you for teaching me the true meaning of strength. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the animals returned to their homes, carrying the lesson of the race with them. The tortoise, wise and calm, had shone.
From the story, the wise tortoise and the greedy leopard, two key lessons can be learned. Patience and perseverance frequently lead to success. The tortoise's sluggish but steady pace indicates that consistent work over time can overwhelm even the swiftest opponent when they falter. Arrogance can lead to one's downfall. The leopard's overconfidence and decision to rest during the race demonstrate how pride and greed can blind one to the necessity for continual effort. Now, we want to hear from you. What lesson did the story teach you? Tell us what you think.